Hello, friends, and welcome to Kurt Berglund's Baseball World. You know, just a few days ago, I brought Pine Tar Baseball back to my channel with a brand new project, and it is the 1982 White Sox season opening 8-game winning streak. Game number 1 is on my channel. You can check that out. And today is game number 2. This is actually game 2 of an opening day doubleheader in the Bronx. Some bad weather knocked out the first couple of days of the 1982 season for the White Sox and the Yankees. So they're doubling up. The first game was game 1 on my channel. Game 2 is coming right now. In real life, or as the kids like to say, IRL. The Sox won this game 2-0. The opposing pitchers, it's a pair of left-handers. Britt Burns on the mound for the White Sox against Tommy John, who, of course, later in 1982 would be traded to the California Angels. We are using the as-played lineups, my friends, because if we don't, heads explode all over this great land of ours, with one exception. And this might, if you hear loud explosions, I caused it. And that is that the catcher for the Yankees does not have a Pine Tar card in 1982, so we're using Butch Weiniger instead. Other than that, everything is as it was on April 11th, 1982 in the Bronx. If you're liking some Pine Tar Baseball on the channel, let me know in the comments. And in the description for this video, please check out channel membership. With channel membership, you get access to exclusive videos, a free gift from me every month, and discounts on the secondary store, $10 off per set or per game, $2 off per individual team. It's a great value for you. Check that out if you don't mind. Thank you very much in advance. All right, so White Sox, Yankees, April 11th, 1982. Let's get to, and Pine Tar Baseball. Let's get to today's starting lineups. For the visiting White Sox, Ron LaFleur leads off in center field. Tony Bernazard bats second at second base. Steve Kemp bats third in left field. Greg Luzinski bats fourth. He's the DH. Tom Paciorek bats fifth. He'll play first base. Here he is. Jim Morrison is going to light their fire and bat sixth and play third base. Harold Baines bats seventh. He's in right. Mark Hill, the booter, bats eighth and does the catching. And Bill Ullman bats ninth and plays shortstop. On the mound, it's Britt Burns. On the road, he's a B-grade pitcher to start and remains so after the second time through the order. He has walk modifiers on 55 and 77. He can give you 6 innings and more if it's going well. There are your Chicago White Sox. All right, for the homestanding Yankees, Dave Collins will lead off in right field. Roy Smalley bats second. He'll play short in game 2. Jerry Mumphrey bats third. He's in center. Dave Winfield bats fourth. He's in left. Bob Watson, before he's traded to the Atlanta Braves, that's why his card is a different color. He's playing first base and batting fifth. Lou Piniella bats sixth. He's the DH in game 2. Greg Nettles bats seventh. He'll play third. Larry Milbourne, before he goes to the Indians, will play second base and bat eighth. And Butch Weiniger does the catching and bats ninth. On the mound, it's Tommy John. At home, he is a B-grade pitcher the first 2 times through the order and then moves to an A. No strikeout or walk modifiers. He can give you 7 innings and more if it's going well. There are your lineups And let's get going with some Pine Tar baseball. April 11th, 1982. Reading the red die is the tens digit. The white die is the ones digit. And here's the delivery from John to Ron LaFleur, and he walked him. Good start for the Sox. Leadoff man aboard. Could send him. Let's see what Butch Weiniger's arm is looking like in 1982. He is a +5, and I think we're going to send him. He is an A on the stolen base opportunity, so he can go anytime we want, twice per series. John the stretch, and I'm throwing dice all over the room. All right, here we go. John the stretch, the delivery to Tony Bernazard. Tony takes. There goes LaFleur. He is on the run. The throw from Weiniger down to Larry Milbourne is in time. They got him. They got him at second. It's a 2-4 throw out, and Bernazard still at the plate. Here's John's next delivery. Tony swings and hits it to left. Dave Winfield country, and he's got it for out number 2. Steve Kemp. Delivery to Kemp is hit to left. Dying Quail. Here comes Winfield one more time, and he's got it for out number 3. Go to the bottom of the first. Sox nothing, and the Yankees coming to bat. Collins, Smalley, and Mumphrey coming up in the Yankee first. The delivery to Dave Collins is hit to center. Can of corn for Ron LaFleur, and he's got it for out number 1. Roy Smalley up there now. Burns kicks and deals. Smalley hits it to center. Another chance for Ron LaFleur, and he's got it for out number 2. Up there now, Jerry Mumphrey hits second in game 1. He's hitting third in game 2. Burns kicks and deals, and this is a ground ball to Morrison at third. Jim to his left gloves it and fires to Paciorek for out number 3. We have a scoreless first, and we go to the second with Tommy John going to face Greg Luzinski, Tom Paciorek, and Jim Morrison. The wind and the delivery by Tommy John is hit by Luzinski. It's going to drive Mumphrey back a few steps. But he's got room, and that's out number 1. Here's Tom Paciorek. John kicks and deals and bounces that one to the screen, but it doesn't matter because nobody's on base. Next delivery to Paciorek is hit to center. Into left center is Jerry Mumphrey, and he's got it for out number 2. Jim Morrison now. John kicks and deals, and Morrison draws a 2-out walk. That'll bring up Baines with Morrison at first and the booter, Mark Hill, on deck. I don't know why I think, well, I know why I think that's funny, but we won't go into that here because some people just ate. The pitch by John to Baines. Hey, struck him out. He got him with a sinker, and that'll retire the side for the White Sox in the second. We go to the bottom of 2 with no score in the Bronx. Britt Burns will face Winfield, Watson, and Piniella in inning number 2. Burns kicks and deals, and Dave Winfield hits it to center. This is into left center. LaFleur makes a nice running catch for out number 1. Here's Bob Watson. Britt Burns kicks and deals to the Yankee first baseman, and there's a base hit. Goes to right field. Watson takes him the other way. Baines collects it and throws it back in. 1 on, 1 out for the Yankees, and here's Lou Piniella. The stretch by Burns and the delivery to Piniella, and there's a base hit for Sweet Lou. This goes to right field. Watson around second, and he is going to go on to third base. It's going to be Yankees at the corners. Baines' throw goes into second to keep the double play in order, and that'll bring up Greg Nettles. Lefty-lefty matchup. The stretch by Burns and the pitch to Nettles. We've got a defense check Let's see where Greg hit this one. 54, he hit it to center, and that's going to drop for a base hit. That is going to drop for a base hit, and that is going to score Watson. It's 1-0 Yankees. Pinella is going to go to third, and it's first and third again for the Yankees. Britt Burns leaking oil out there on the mound. Here's Larry Milbourne. Sox are going to play the corners in. Up the middle there at double play depth. Burns the stretch, and the pitch to Milbourne is hit in the air to center. Under it is LaFleur. Tagging is Lou Pinella. And let's see. LaFleur makes the catch. Here comes Lou, and he holds. He bluffs it and returns to third base. 2 down now for Butch Weiniger. Runners still at the corners. Burns the stretch, and the pitch to Weiniger is going to be an error check. See where this one's going. This is 0-8. That is to the pitcher. It's an 8. And Burns boots it. He's an error 9. It's going to be an E1 on Britt Burns. Scoring from third is Pinella. Advancing to second is Greg Nettles. And the Yankees have 2 on with 2 outs. They're threatening for more. Dave Collins, the leadoff man, comes to the plate. The stretch by Burns and the delivery to Collins. He swings and hits it to center. Can of corn for Ron LaFleur, who's been busy. He's got it for out number 3. But in the second, the Yankees get 2 on 3 hits. They leave 2. And we go to the third. It's the Yankees 2 and the White Sox nothing. Mark Hill, Bill Allman, Ron LaFleur, 8-9-1 coming up for Tony La Russa in the third. Tommy John kicks and deals, and it's a ground ball hit to Milbourne at second. He throws to Bob Watson for out number 1. Bill Allman up there now. John kicks and deals. Allman swings and hits it to center. Coming in a few steps, Jerry Mumphrey, and he's got it for out number 2. Ron LaFleur up there now. Sox don't have a base hit yet. They have drawn 2 walks. John deals to LaFleur, and LaFleur bounces it to short. Roy Smalley gloves it and fires to Watson at first for out number 3. Tommy John off to a good start. We go to the bottom of the third, and it's the Yankees 2 and the White Sox nothing. Smalley, Mumphrey, and Winfield 2-3-4 coming up for the Yankees in the third. Burns kicks and deals. Smalley hits it to right. Over by the foul line is Harold Baines, and he's got it for out number 1. Jerry Mumphrey up there now. He's 0 for 1. Burns winds and delivers. This is hit to left. Steve Kemp into the gap. Makes the running catch for out number 2. Dave Winfield up there now. He's 0 for 1. Burns deals, and Winfield hits it to center. Coming on is LaFleur, and he's got it for out number 3. We go to the fourth with your score. New York 2 and Chicago nothing. Tommy John will face Bernazard, Kemp, and Luzinski in the White Sox fourth. Tony Bernazard up there. He's 0 for 1. The pitch. This will be a range check, or a defense check. See where it's going. 74, it's going to left field. That's Dave Winfield country. He does not get there. It drops for a base hit for Tony Bernazard. First White Sox hit comes to lead off the 4th inning. Steve Kemp comes to the plate. He's 0 for 1. John the stretch. Infield looking for 2. The pitch to Kemp is lined to right. Coming on is Dave Collins, and he's got it for out number 1. Retreating to first is Tony Bernazard. Here's Luzinski. Maybe we should send Bernazard. Can't do it yet. All right, here's Luzinski. John the stretch, the delivery to the bowl. Swung on by Luzinski and hit to Watson at first. Bob gloves it, fires to Smalley for one. The relay back to Watson is in time for a rally-killing, soul-crushing 3-6-3 double play turned by the Yankees. And we'll go to the bottom of the fourth with the Yankees leading this one 2-0. Watson, Piniella, and Nettles 5, 6, 7 coming in the Yankee fourth. Here's Britt Burns. He deals to Watson, who lifts one to center. Back a few steps is LaFleur, and he's got it for out number one. Lou Piniella at the plate. The delivery, and there's a base hit for Lou Piniella. This will go to left field, drops in front of Steve Kemp, and Lou Piniella is 2 for 2. 1 on, 1 out for the Yankees. Here's Greg Nettles. Burns the stretch and the delivery to Nettles. This is a base hit for Nettles to center. Stopping at second is Piniella as LaFleur is on it in a hurry. And there's 2 on with 1 out for Larry Milbourne. Burns the stretch. The delivery to Milbourne. He takes ball 2. The next delivery to Larry Milbourne. Line drive caught by Tom Paciorek. There's 2 away. And that'll bring up Butch Weiniger. All right, chance for Burns to get out of it. 2 on, 2 out. Collins would be next. The stretch by Burns and the delivery. Ball 2. Next pitch to Butch Weiniger. Hey, struck him out on a bender. Weiniger didn't come within 3 feet of that curveball. And that'll retire the Yankees in the fourth. They strand 2. We go to the fifth, and your score is the Yankees 2 and the White Sox nothing. Tommy John has controlled the White Sox attack, and he'll face Paciorek, Morrison, and Baines in the White Sox fifth inning. John winds and deals, and Paciorek lifts it to left. Dave Winfield in left center makes the catch for out number 1. Jim Morrison walked in the second. The delivery from John, and there's a base hit for Jim Morrison. Goes to right field. Dave Collins gets it back in, and there's a man on with a man out for the White Sox. Second base hit in the game for Chicago. Here's Harold Baines. Tommy John, the stretch, checks Morrison at first, and the delivery to Harold is swung on, and well, we got to check the modifier table. This is a ground ball chance, and he is a B, and it's still a ground ball chance. Gloved by Watson. Goes to Smalley. Back to Watson. Rally killing. Soul crushing. 3-6-3 double play. The second one in the game for the Yankees. We're halfway through this one, and your score. Yankees 2, White Sox nothing. Top of the order coming for the Yankees in the fifth, Collins, Smalley, and Mumphrey. Burns winds and deals. Hey, struck out Collins. Burns humped up on that fastball. 1 down in the fifth. Here's Smalley. He's 0 for 2. The wind and the delivery by Britt Burns, and Roy Smalley with a base hit to right. Drops in front of Harold Baines, who gets it back in. Roy Smalley now 1 for 3, and here's Jerry Mumphrey. Burns the stretch, the pitch to Mumphrey. Ground ball hit to Allman at short. He flips to Bernazard for 1. The relay to Paciorek, not in time. Mumphrey beats the wrap at first. Smalley retired 6-4. And Dave Winfield comes to the plate with 2 outs. Bob Watson would be next. The stretch by Burns and the pitch to Winfield. This is a single, but we got to check the modifier table. It is, no, it's ball 4. 2 on now with 2 outs for Watson. Burns has been living dangerously in the last couple of innings. The stretch by Britt and the delivery. Swung on by Watson and hit to Allman at short. He's going to go the short way to Bernazard, and that will retire the Yankees in the bottom of the 5th. We go to the 6th, and your score, the Yankees 2 and the White Sox nothing. Tommy John was staked to a 2-0 lead in the second on singles by Nettles and an error by Britt Burns that brought home the runs that have been scored in this game. Mark Hill leads off the sixth. He's followed by Bill Allman and then Ron LaFleur. John winds and deals. High, struck out Mark Hill, the booter. Second strikeout for Tommy John on the sinker. All right, Bill Allman's 0 for 1. He's up there now. The wind and the delivery is swung on by Allman and hit to left. Easy for Dave Winfield, 2 down. Now John is going to improve to an A. This will be his third time through the order, and it's taken this long to get, or he's gotten there this quickly, or it's taken this long. Let me say it one more time. It's taken him 5 2/3 innings to get to his third time through the order. That's a pretty good pitching performance. LaFleur up there now. He's 0 for 1. Bernazard would be next. The pitch from Tommy John. Drilled by LaFleur, and this one's going to be trouble. Down into the left field corner. Winfield's got to dig it out of there. LaFleur is going to cruise into second with a 2-out double, and here's Bernazard. Chance for the White Sox to score if they can get a big base hit from Tony. Steve Kemp would be next. John the stretch, the pitch to Bernazard. Get to the kitchen. Oh, I smell gas. It's a range check. Greg Nettles. Range is neutral. He's going to make that play, glove it, fire to Watson, and they get Bernazard by a step. The side is retired in the 6th. We go to the bottom of 6. Still, the Yankees 2 and the White Sox nothing. Burns will face Piniella, Nettles, and Milbourne 6, 7, 8 in the Yankee order. Lou is 2 for 2. Britt Burns kicks and deals. Piniella hits it to left. Can of corn for Steve Kemp, and he's got it for out number 1. Greg Nettles is 2 for 2 with a ribby. Burns winds and delivers. It's hit to right. Get to the kitchen. We're gonna explode. It falls. Hey, you gotta laugh at your own stuff. It falls in front of Baines, and Nettles has his third hit of the day. 3 for 3 off the left-hander. Here's Larry Milbourne. That's going to get action going in the White Sox bullpen. And it'll be Ernesto Escarrega, Chico, if you will. And he is warming up in a hurry behind Britt Burns, trying to hold that deficit at 2-0. Here's Milbourne. Larry's 0 for 2. The pitch from Burns. Going to be an error check. Gonna be an error check. Let's see who this is for. And it's for second baseman Tony Bernazard. But he's going to make the play on a line out, and that will retire Milbourne. With 2 outs now, it's Weiniger. Burns may be able to wriggle off the hook one more time. The stretch by Burns and the delivery is ball 2. Next pitch from Burns to Weiniger is hit to center. Coming in a few steps, Ron LaFleur, and he's got it for out number 3. Yankees turned away in the 6th. We go to the 7th with your score, New York 2 and Chicago nothing. Tommy John is throwing a 3-hitter. 3-hit shutout at this point. Kemp, Luzinski, and Pachorik coming up in the top of the 7th. Steve is 0 for 2. Tommy John winds and deals, and it's a ground ball hit to Smalley at short. Roy gloves it, throws on the run, and Kemp is retired to lead off the 7th. Here's the bull, Greg Luzinski. He's 0 for 2. John deals, and Luzinski with a shot to center. It's going to get in the gap and split Mumphrey and Winfield. The bull around first. He's going to go to second. sliding with a very noisy double. So the White Sox have a man in scoring position with 1 out in the 7th, and the Yankees are going to get their bullpen going. George Frazier starts to throw in the bullpen for the New Yorkers. All right, Paciorek is 0 for 2. He's up there now. Tommy John, the stretch, the delivery to Tom Paciorek. And no wrong die. 27 is a base hit for Paciorek. This goes to right. Charging hard is Collins. They're going to stop Luzinski at third. Runners at the corners for Chicago with Morrison coming to the plate. Infield playing at double play depth for the Yankees. John, the stretch. The pitch to Jim Morrison. No modifier. This is hit to center. Jerry Mumphrey is under it. Tagging is Luzinski. Is he going to try it? Yes, he is, and he will score the White Sox first run on a sacrifice fly by Jim Morrison. It's a 2-1 ball game. Paciorek still at first base. Here's Baines. Frazier is ready in the bullpen, but it's a lefty-lefty matchup, so they're going to stick with John. The stretch and the delivery to Harold Baines is a base hit for Baines to left field. Paciorek off with the crack of the bat on 2 outs. He's around second, heading to third. Winfield fires into second base. The Sox have runners at the corners with 2 outs, and here's the booter, Mark Hill. And that's going to do it for Tommy John. All right, so for Tommy John, 6 2/3 innings. He allowed 1 run so far. It's earned. 2 more men are his responsibility on the base paths. He has allowed 5 hits. He walked 2 and struck out 2 in his time in there, and he is in line for the victory if the Yankee bullpen can hold the White Sox. But it's the booter, Mark Hill, coming to the plate. He's 0 for 2. I could pinch hit for him here. I don't like to pinch hit in the 7th inning. I really don't. And so I'm going to let the booter try and drive in the tying run. George Frazier is a D-grade pitcher at home. He has a walk modifier on 77. He can give you 2 innings. And he is a right-hander. The stretch by Frazier and the delivery to the booter is a base. No, it's ball 4. He walked him. He walked the booter, and the bases are now loaded with 2 outs for Billy Allman. And Dave LaRoche is going to start to throw in that Yankee bullpen. Left-hander. He's getting ready for Steve Kemp. But right now, it's Bill Allman. The stretch by Frazier, the delivery to Allman. And this is trouble for Frazier. It is, well, we got a hit by pitch, but he's a D. He hit him. He just dotted Billy Allman, and that's going to force in the tying run. Baines goes to third. The booter goes to second, and Bill Allman trots down to first. He got an RBI the painful way on a hit by pitch. 2-2 game. We're in the top of the 7th. It's ballet time out there. Ron LaFleur is 1 for 2, and he's up there now. Frazier, the stretch. The pitch to LaFleur. And we've got an error check. All right. Let's see what this is about. It's an 84. It's to center. Mumphrey coming on. He pounds the glove and drops the ball. Mumphrey drops the ball. That will be a 2-base error. No, it'll be an E8. LaFleur goes to first, but there's 2 outs. Baines scores. The booter scores. Allman goes to third, and then all of a sudden it's a 4-run 7th inning for the White Sox. They lead 4-2, and that's going to do it for George Frazier, who has gagged up the lead. All right, Dave LaRoche coming on. He's going to face the switch-hitting Tony Bernazard. Frazier's done after no innings of work. He walked a man, hit a man, and was victimized by his defense. LaRoche coming on as a C-grade pitcher. He has a strikeout modifier on 77, and he can give you 2 innings if it goes okay. And LaRoche is a lefty. He'll face Bernazard, and the switch-hitting Bernazard will bat right, of course, against Dave LaRoche. Setting the base runners, it's Bill Allman at third and Ron LaFleur at first. The stretch by LaRoche. Big opportunity for the White Sox to add to the lead. It's 4-2 Chicago here in the 7th. The stretch by LaRoche, the pitch to Bernazard. He hits it to right. Into right center is Dave Collins, and he's got it for out number 3. But an ugly inning for New York. 4 runs for the Chicago White Sox on 3 hits, aided by a walk, a hit batsman, and an error. It's time to stretch them out in the Bronx, and the boss is not happy. The score, Chicago 4 and New York 2. Timeout. We have double-barreled action in the White Sox bullpen. Ernesto Escarrega is joined by Kevin Hickey. It's lefty-righty double-barreled action, just the way Tony La Russa likes it, whenever he's in the Big Apple. Dave Collins is 0 for 3. He's leading off. He'll be followed by Roy Smalley and Jerry Mumphrey. The Yankees suddenly find themselves down by 2 at 4-2. Britt Burns kicks and deals. And Collins hits it to center. It'll drive LaFleur back a step or 2 or 3, but he's going to make the catch for out number 1. Here's Roy Smalley. Roy is 1 for 3. The delivery from Burns. Ground ball to Billy Allman at short. He gloves it, throws on the run, and they get Smalley by 14 steps at first base. Here's Jerry Mumphrey, who's got an 0 for 3 collar going. Dave Winfield would be next. The pitch from Burns. Mumphrey swings and hits a comebacker to Britt Burns. He gloves it, takes a couple of steps toward Tom Paciorek, throws him the baseball, and that'll retire the Yankees in the 7th. We go to the 8th with your score, Chicago 4 and New York 2. Dave LaRoche is going to come out for inning number 8. He faced Bernazard in the 7th and retired him, and now he's on to face Kemp. In the Yankee bullpen, who's that going to be? That is going to be nobody. It's up to LaRoche. All right, here we go. Bernazard or Kemp up there. The pitch to Steve is hit to center. Mumphrey on the run. Mumphrey makes the catch for out number 1. Here's the bull, Greg Luzinski. LaRoche kicks and deals. And Luzinski with a base hit. This goes to left. Drops in front of Dave Winfield. The Sox have a man on with 1 out, and they're going to get a runner for Greg Luzinski. That will be Rudy Law. And where is he? I've got him. Don't worry. There's Rudy. And he just may be off to the races. All right. He is running for Luzinski. Weiniger is a +5. And he can go. And he's going to go. LaRoche is going to stay in to face Paciorek. The stretch and the pitch to Tom. He takes it. There goes Rudy Law. The throw from Weiniger down to Roy Smalley is in time. They ring him up. Shot down, trying to steal. 2-6 on the putout. And here's Tom Paciorek now down in the count 0-1. LaRoche deals to him. Paciorek swings and he hit him. Oh, we got beanball wars going on. Paciorek gives him a look and trots down to first. Here's Jim Morrison. The stretch by LaRoche. The pitch to Morrison. Swung on by Jim and hit to short. Smalley gloves it. Goes the short way to Milbourne, and the White Sox are done in the 8th. We go to the bottom of the 8th, and your score, Chicago 4 and New York 2. White Sox are going to stick with Britt Burns, although he's on an extremely short leash. He'll face Winfield, Watson, and Piniella in the bottom of the 8th. Escarrega and Hickey are ready in the White Sox bullpen. The wind and the delivery from Burns to Winfield is bounced to the screen. Next pitch, base hit for Winfield. Goes to right field, drops in front of Baines, and here comes Tony La Russa before Baines can even get it back into the infield. That's going to do it for Britt Burns. All right, so it's going to be Escarrega. First, let's tell you about Burns. He went 7+ innings. He allowed 8 base hits. He walked 1. He struck out 2. He allowed 2 runs, 1 of them earned. Winfield is his responsibility, but Burns is in line for the victory if the White Sox bullpen can hold the Yankees. Escarrega is on. He is a C-grade pitcher on the road. He has no strikeout or walk modifiers, and he can give you 2 innings in the bullpen, out of the bullpen. Hickey is warming up. So is Salome Barojas. So lefty-righty double-barreled action continues for Tony La Russa. Winfield aboard. Watson coming to the plate. He's 1 for 3. The stretch by Escarrega and the delivery to Watson is a base hit for the Bull. Bob Watson to left field. Kemp into left center, cuts it off from going in the gap. Winfield around second, heading to third. There's Yankees at the corners with nobody out here in the 8th. Lou Piniella comes to the plate. He's 2 for 3. Nettles on deck. Well, White Sox are going to play their defense at double play depth. Piniella will bat. He's hot. The stretch by Escarrega and the delivery to Piniella. Hey, struck him out, or did he? We got to check the modifier. No, he got a piece of it. It's into center field. Under it is LaFleur, so he makes the catch. Is Winfield going to tag? That's the question on America's mind. 70 or less, he comes home, and he does. A sacrifice fly for Lou Piniella cuts the lead to 4 to 3. 1 out. Watson still at first, and here's Nettles. Well, that's going to do it for Escarrega. Here comes Tony La Russa. He wants Kevin Hickey, and he wants him right now for the lefty-lefty matchup. Nettles is 3 for 3, so I'm not going to hit for him. Hickey is a D-grade pitcher on the road with a 77 walk modifier. He can give you an inning. Barojas is just about ready in that bullpen. Bob Watson at first. Nettles at the plate. 1 out in the bottom of the 8th. We got a good game in the Bronx. Hickey, the stretch and the delivery is ball 4. He walked him. Down to second base goes Watson. Down to first base goes Nettles. 2 on with 1 out. And here's Larry Milbourne. And since Milbourne looks worse against lefties, let's see. They're going to let him bat. Weiniger on deck. Watson at second. Nettles at first. 1 out, bottom of the 8th. Hickey the stretch. The pitch to Larry Milbourne, and hey, struck him out. 2 down in the bottom of the 8th, and Weiniger is due. Let's check the Yankee bench. Butch is 0 for 3. Could go to Randolph here. Everyone else is left-handed. They're going to let him bat. And if they bring in Barojas, they're going to get one of those left-handed pinch hitters, so they're going to let Hickey pitch to him. 2 on, 2 out. Bottom of the 8th, the pitch from Hickey is a base hit for Weiniger. Watson around third. Are they going to wave him? Yes, they are. He's going to score. Bain's throw is cut off by Paciorek. Watson scores the tying run. Nettles goes to third. We're all tied up at 4 in the bottom of the 8th. And here's Collins. Well, one more batter for Hickey. The stretch and the pitch to Collins is going to be an error check, or is it? He's a D. Yep, error check. Let's see what happens here. 12 is for Paciorek. A 7 for Paciorek is not an error. He's going to make the play unassisted to first base, and that will retire the side. But in the 8th, the Yankees get 2 runs on 3 hits. Britt Burns no longer on the hook. We go to the 9th, and your score is the Yankees 4 and the White Sox 4. Going to get a new pitcher for the Yankees. It's going to be Rudy May. Rudy May in 1982 is an A-grade pitcher at home in relief. 55 to 60 and 77 are his strikeout modifiers. He can give you a couple innings. Baines, the Booter, and Billy Allman coming up in the 9th. Unless they go to the bench. And I see Carlton Fisk by the bat rack, so he might be doing some pinch hitting. In the meantime, Rudy May dealing to the 1-for-3 Harold Baines. May winds and deals, and there is a fly ball to center. Jerry Mumphrey's got it for out number 1. Mark Hill comes to the plate. Yeah, they're going to have Fisk bat for him. Carlton Fisk coming out of the dugout. He caught game 1. He's pinch hitting in game 2. So Fisk pinch hits here in the 9th for Mark Booter Hill. Here is Billy Allman moving to the on-deck circle. Rudy May winds and deals to Fisk. And Fisk drills this one. It is going to get down in the left field corner. Winfield's got to go get it. Carlton around first, heading to second. He's got a 1-out double. And that'll bring up Allman. No action in the Yankee bullpen. The stretch by May and the delivery to Allman. Hey, struck him out with the upstairs cheese. 2 down, and that brings up LaFleur. Fisk still at second. Chance for the White Sox, but they need a clutch base hit. LaFleur at the plate. He's 1-for-3. May the stretch. The delivery to Ron LaFleur, and it's chopped down the infield off May's glove. Gonna roll towards Smalley. No play anywhere. Fisk goes to third, and there's Sox at the corners with 2 outs for Bernazar. Kemp would be next. Yankee fans are nervous. The stretch by May and the delivery to Bernazard. Swung on by Tony and hit to center. On the run is Mumphrey. He makes a nice running catch, and the side is retired in the 9th. Yikes. We go to the bottom of the 9th inning with your score, the Sox 4 and the Yankees 4. Changes for Chicago. Coming in to catch is Carlton Fisk. Coming in to pitch, Salome Barojas. On the road in 82, he was a B-grade pitcher. He has walk modifiers on 55 and 77. He can give you 2 innings. He was a right-hander, and he'll face Roy Smalley, Jerry Mumphrey, and Dave Winfield. Or will he? Yeah, he's going to face Smalley. Barojas kicks and deals to Roy. He struck him out. He made him look sick. There's 1 out in the bottom of the 9th. Sox are working for extra innings. Let's see if Mumphrey can get on. He's got an 0 for 4 collar. Winfield on deck. Barojas winds and deals and strikes out Mumphrey. 2 up and 2 down for the Yankees. Here's Winfield. If he gets him, we're going 10 innings. Barojas kicks and deals to Winfield, and we're going to have a range check. Let's see where this goes. It's to left. Steve Kemp. It's going to drop for a base hit for Winfield. A 2-out single brings up Watson, and they're calling him back to the dugout. No action going in the White Sox bullpen. The pinch hitter coming out to bat for Watson is going to be, it's going to be, don't tell me, Oscar Gamble. Gamble pinch hits for Watson. Gamble, of course, a left-handed hitter. Lou Piniella would be next. Winfield at first, no longer a threat to steal in 1982. The stretch by Barojas, the pitch to Gamble, and that's ball 2. Next delivery is ball 4. He walked him. 2 Yankees are on with 2 outs in the bottom of the 9th. Here's Piniella, who's 2 for 3. And I think they're going to hit for him. They've got more pinch hitters on that bench than you can shake a stick at. This will be or will they? No, they're going to let Lou bat. They're going to let him bat. The stretch by Barojas, the delivery to Piniella, is a strikeout. Barojas is a B. Did he strike him out? Yes, he did. We're going extra innings. Sweet Lou blown away by the Barojas screwball, and that will retire the side in the 9th. We're going to have an extra inning ball game today. What's kind of weird is, in real life, there was an extra inning ball game in this doubleheader, but it was in game 1. Gamble in the 10th is going to go to right field. Going to first base is Dave Collins. And so that's how they're going to make that change. Rudy May is going to come out for the 10th. Why not? He's going to face Kemp, Rudy Law, or a pinch hitter, and then Tom Paciorek. 4-4 game. We're in the 10th in game 2. The wind and the delivery by Rudy May to Steve Kemp is hit on the ground and Nettles at third. He gloves it by the bag and fires across the diamond to Dave Collins at first for out number 1. Rudy Law is being called back to the bench. We're going to get a hitter for him. And that will be Vance Law. So Vance is going to bat for Rudy here in the 10th inning. On deck, Tom Paciorek. Rudy May winds and deals to Law, and this is hit to right. Coming on is Oscar Gamble, and he's got it for out number 2. Here's Paciorek. He's 1 for 3. The pitch to him. Swung on and hit to right. Can of corn for Gamble. That retires the White Sox. meekly in the 10th. We go to the bottom of 10. Any old kind of a run is going to win it for the Yankees. It's the Sox 4 and the Yankees 4. In the Yankee 10th, it's Nettles, Griffey, pinch hitting for Milbourne, and it looks like Bobby Mercer might pinch hit for Butch Weiniger. So it'll be 3 left-handed batters for Barojas. No action in the... Oh, now we have some action going in the Sox bullpen. It's Lamar Hoyt and Rich Barnes, lefty-righty, double-barreled action for Tony La Russa. Nettles is 3 for 3 with a walk. He's up there now against Barojas. Salome kicks and deals, and Nettles drills it to left. On the run is Kemp. He's got it for out number 1. All right, here comes a pinch hitter now for Larry Milbourne. It's Ken Griffey. 1 out in the 10th, nobody on. Barojas kicks and deals to Griffey, and this is hit to right. Back a few steps is Baines, and he's got it for out number 2. Bobby Mercer, pinch hitting for Butch Weiniger, is up there now. 2 outs. Dave Collins would be next, or we're going to go to the 11th. Barojas winds and deals to Mercer, and this is hit on a line to LaFleur. He's not going to get there. It's a base hit for Mercer. Bobby is on with a 2-out single. And are we going to see a runner for him? Yes, I believe we are. That will be Willie Randolph. So Randolph runs for Mercer. In the 10th, Dave Collins comes to the plate. Are they going to hit for him? That's the question on America's mind. They've got Dave Revering. They could go to him. And yes, they are. Here comes Revering. So, Yankees pulling out all the stops to win here in the bottom of the 10th. If the White Sox can hold them, they'll be in good shape because the Yankees don't have much left on the bench. Revering batting for Collins with Randolph at first. Are they going to run Willie? They could. No, they're not going to. All right. The stretch by Barojas, the delivery to Revering. He swings, bounces it to Allman at short. Bill goes the short way to Bernazard covering, and the side is retired in the 10th. We're going to go 11 with your score. The Sox 4 and the Yankees 4. Rudy May is done after 2 innings of work. He allowed 2 hits. He struck out 1, and he is done for the evening. Rich Gossage is the new pitcher for the Yankees, coming on the top of the 11th. He is an A-plus pitcher at home. He has strikeout modifiers on 55 to 60 and 77. He can go 2 innings, and he is on there now to try and hold the White Sox where they are. Jim Morrison is due, and Tony La Russa is sending out a pinch hitter. It's Jerry Hairston, who gets the honor of sitting in the dugout for 10 innings and then trying to get a hit off Rich Gossage. He will lead it off. He'll be followed by Harold Baines and then Carlton Fisk in the top of the 11th. 4-4 game. Gossage winds and deals to Hairston, who swings and hits it to Nettles at third. Greg to his left gloves it and throws to Dave Revering for out number 1. Changes for the Yankees. Revering now at first base. Rick Cerrone is catching, and Willie Randolph is playing second base. The Yankees have 1 position player left, and his name rhymes with Bucky Dent. Harold Baines is up there now. He's 1 for 4. Gossage kicks and deals to Harold. Ground ball hit to Randolph at second. Willie gloves it, throws to Revering, and there's 2 away in the White Sox 11th, in the White Sox 11th. Here's Carlton Fisk, 1 for 3. Bill Allman would be next. The pitch. And it's chopped down the infield off Gossage glove, and Fisk is going to leg it out for a base and infield hit. His second since entering the game as a pinch hitter in the 9th. He's 2 for 2. Allman is due. Let's see if he's going to bat. Sox have Squires. They could go to. They've got Vance Law as their backup shortstop. They'd have to put Vance in to play short or use Rodriguez. They're going to bat him. It's going to be Squires for Allman against Gossage. Mike Squires, a first baseman, of course, by trade. He's up there now as a pinch hitter for shortstop Billy Allman. Carlton Fisk is at first base. Gossage the stretch, checks Fisk. The delivery home to Squires. Ball 4. He walked him. No, he didn't. Never mind. That's ball 2. Next delivery to Squires. That's drilled by Squires, and it's going to get in the gap in left center field. Splitting. Winfield and Mumphrey, are they going to wave Fisk? That's the question on America's mind. They're going to hold him. Winfield got the throw in good shape. Squires gets to second with a double. Fisk to third on that double. There's second and third now for Ron LaFleur. Well, who's left for Tony La Russa? He's got Aurelio Rodriguez. That's it. Well, Well, LaFleur's going to have to bat. Fisk at third, Squires at second. 2 outs. We're in the 11th. Gossage the stretch. The pitch to Ron LaFleur. Ball 4. He walked him. The bases are dripping with White Sox. Now it's up to Tony Bernazard. Steve Kemp would be next. There's 2 outs. Fisk at third, Squires at second, and LaFleur at first base. There are 2 outs. Bernazard, 1 for 5. Gossage the stretch. The pitch to Tony. This is an error check. Oh, my goodness. All right, let's see where this is going. It is to third. That is Nettles. It's hit to Nettles, and he gloves it, and it's off his glove. That is going to score some White Sox. Scoring is Fisk. Around third and scoring is Squires. They run it down in short left field. LaFleur goes to third. It's an E5 on Nettles. Bernazard safe at first. 6-4 Chicago in the 11th. Here's Kemp. Gossage, not too happy on the mound. The stretch by the Goose. The delivery to Kemp. Ball 2. Next pitch. Ball 4. He walked him. Gossage has lost composure on the mound. Bases loaded again. LaFleur at third. Bernazard at second. Kemp at first. And here's Vance Law, the DH. Gossage the stretch. The pitch to Vance Law is hit to Nettles at third. He's going to take it to the bag unassisted, and that will end the White Sox 11th. But in the 11th, the Yankees, with ugliness, allow the White Sox to score 2 runs on 2 hits, aided by 2 walks and 1 ghastly error. We go to the bottom of the 11th, and your score is Chicago 6 and New York 4. All right, changes for the White Sox. Vance Law, who was the DH, is now playing shortstop. Aurelio Rodriguez is going to play third and bat 6th. He was in Jerry Hairston's spot, who hit for Jim Morrison. So Rodriguez is playing third, Vance Law at short. Because the DH is gone, Lamar Hoyt is now batting 9th, and he is the new Sox pitcher looking to close this one out. On the road, Lamar Hoyt is a B-grade pitcher in relief, no strikeout or walk modifiers, and he can give you 2 innings. He will face Smalley, Mumphrey, and Winfield, 2, 3, 4 batters. The Yankee bench, the Sox have used everybody. All the position players are used for the White Sox. But the Yankees have one man left. And his card is right here, Bucky Dent. So I don't know if they're going to find a use for him or not. They're down 2. It's Smalley, Mumphrey, and Winfield. Lamar Hoyt kicks and deals to Roy Smalley, and that's ball 4, not the start to the inning that Tony La Russa was looking for. Smalley trots down to first. Here's Jerry Mumphrey, 0 for 5. Hoyt the stretch, the pitch to Jerry. Hit in the air to right. Baines over by the foul line makes the catch. Smalley retreats to first. There's one out, and here's Winfield. If he goes deep, we're tied. Hoyt the stretch, the pitch to Winfield. Is hit to left and deep. Back goes Kemp, warning track, wall, and we're tied. Yikes. 6-6 ball game. Smalley scores ahead of him. Now it's Oscar Gamble. Hoyt the windup, the delivery. There's only one man out. Gamble swings, hits it to right on a line to Baines, and there's 2 away. Now it's Piniella. Nettles would be next. Hoyt kicks and deals. Nettles hits it to center. Back a few steps is LaFleur. He's got it for out number 3. In the 11th, the Yankees strike back. They get 2 on a bomb from Winfield. We go to the 12th. We're all tied up at 6. Goose Gossage is visibly cranky, but he's out there for inning number 12. He'll face Pachorik, Rodriguez, and Baines. If anybody gets on, Fisk. Gossage kicks and deals to Pachorik, and Tommy draws a walk. Leading off the 12th of the walk is Pachorik. Here's Aurelio Rodriguez. He may bunt. The stretch, the delivery to Rodriguez. He does square, and he does get it down. A sacrifice back to Gossage. He throws to Randolph, and that retires Aurelio as Pachorik moves to second. Here's Baines. Pachorik in scoring position. Baines up with 1 out in the 12th. Gossage the stretch. Fisk on deck. The pitch is going to be a rain. After the kitchen. Oh, my God, I smell gas. It's a range. Getting a little punchy in the 12th. Mumphrey is going to make the catch for out number 2. Holding at second is Pachorik. Here's Fisk. First base is open, and Lamar Hoyt is in the on-deck circle with a bat. And, yeah, that may not, well. Yeah. So, do you walk Fisk? Yeah, I guess you do. So they're going to walk Carlton Fisk, send him down to first, and now Tony La Russa's got a choice to make. And he's going to send Dennis Lamp to the plate to bat for Hoyt. Lamp, of course, has some hitting experience from his time in the National League. So Hoyt is done. Lamp is hitting for him. And the White Sox are down to 3 people left. Dotson, who's pitching tomorrow. Trout pitches the next day. And Jerry Koosman. Oh, they've got Rich Barnes also. But Koosman is going to go down to the... Well, he can't, though. He pitched game 1. Well, it's going to be Lamp then to pitch. All right, so if we go 13, it'll be Lamp. Actually, go bottom of the 12th, it's going to have to be Lamp. Gossage the stretch and the pitch to Dennis Lamp. Lamp gets a piece of it, nubs it into left, Here comes Winfield, and the White Sox are retired in the 12th. They get a couple base runners but can't score. We go to the bottom of 12. Dennis Lamp is going to be the new pitcher for Chicago. He is a C pitcher, grade pitcher on the road. He can give you 2 innings. He has no strikeout or walk modifiers. All right, Nettles, Cerrone, and Randolph coming up for the Yankees. Dent still available on the Yankee bench. 6-6 game. Bottom of 12, here we go. Lamp winds and deals to Nettles. Greg swings and hits it to right. Baines under it. He's got it for out number 1. Rick Cerrone. Lamp winds and deals to Rick Cerrone. Hey, struck him out. He made him look bad on another one of those sinkers. 2 down for the Yankees, and here's Willie Randolph. Lamp kicks and deals to Willie. Hey, struck him out. A 1-2-3, 12th for the Yankees. We go to the 13th. Sox 6, Yankees 6. The new Yankee pitcher taking over for Gossage is Shane Rawley. At home, he's a B-grade pitcher. He's got strikeout modifiers on 55 and 77. He can give you 2 innings out of the pen. He'll face the top of the White Sox order. LaFleur, Bernazard, and Kemp in the 13th. We're tied at 6. All right, here we go. Rawley deals to Ron LaFleur, and it's hit to left field. Dave Winfield is there, and he's got it for out number 1. Here's Tony Bernazard. Nobody left for position players on the Sox bench. Bucky Dent is all that's left for the Yankees. Rawley kicks and deals. This will be a range check. A base hit for Bernazard, maybe. Let's see. 57 is to the pitcher, Rawley. He can't make the play. It's off his glove. Ticks into center field. Bernazard with a 1-out single. And he might be going. Rick Cerrone's throwing arm is a +8. Yeah, he's going. All right, Rawley. The stretch. The delivery to Kemp he takes. There goes Bernazard. The throwdown from Cerrone to Smalley, not in time. Bernazard steals second. He's in scoring position now. Kemp took a strike. On deck is shortstop Vance Law. The stretch by Rawley and the delivery to Kemp is ball 4. He walked him. 2 are on for Chicago. In the 13th, here's Vance Law. Mike Morgan is really the only pitcher the Yankees have that they can use that's left. Guidry pitched game 1. Righetti pitches tomorrow. So they've used 21 guys. The White Sox have also used 21 guys. Rawley, the stretch, the pitch to Vance Law is hit to left and deep. Back goes Winfield, warning track, wall, and Vance Law gives the White Sox a 9-6 lead. Yikes. Vance Law crushed it to left. Are you kidding me? Tom Paciorek now. 1 out. The delivery to Wimpy is, we're going to check the modifier table. That is going to be ball 4. So a 1-out walk to Paciorek. The Sox are looking for more. Here's Rodriguez. Rawley, the stretch, the pitch to Aurelio is a base hit on the infield. Aurelio Rodriguez legs out an infield hit. We got to get this game on video. Here's Harold Baines, 1 for 2. I'm sorry. There's 2 on with 1 out. Baines is 1 for 6 in this game. Fisk on deck. The stretch. Baines to right and deep. Back goes Gamble. Warning track. Wall. And it's gone. Shane Rawley from Racine, Illinois. Or Racine, Wisconsin, excuse me. Is leaking oil on the mound. It's a 5-run 13th for Chicago. Mike Morgan starts to throw in the Yankee bullpen, and it's way too little, way too late. 11. Wait a minute, I got to take my socks and shoes off. A 3-run bomb for Baines makes it 12-6 Chicago. Here's Fisk. Raleigh kicks and deals. Ace strikes out Fisk. 2 down now. Dennis Lamp comes to the plate with nobody on base. He's trying to vulture a win. Raleigh deals to Lamp. And he struck him out. All right, but in the 13th, the White Sox score 6. 2 3-run home runs, one by Vance Law, one by Harold Baines. We go to the bottom of the 13th, and your scores, the Sox 12 and the Yankees 6. Top of the order coming for the Bombers. It's Revering, Smalley, and Mumphrey in the bottom of the 13th. Well, they did it in the 11th. They caught up when the Sox took the lead. See if they do it here. Lamp looking to vulture a win. Here's the pitch. Here's the pitch to Revering. Comebacker to Dennis. He gloves it. Takes a couple steps toward Pachorik. And there's one down in the Yankee 13th. Here's Lamp to Smalley. Roy is 1 for 5. The pitch swung on by Smalley and bounced to Bernazard at second. Tony throws to Pachorik, and there's 2 down. That makes Jerry Mumphrey the last chance saloon for the Bombers. He's 0 for 6. Winfield would be next. The pitch. And a base hit for Mumphrey. This is trouble. This will be to center, cut off in the gap by LaFleur. Mumphrey around second, racing around first, racing for second. He's got a 2-out double, and here's Winfield. Gamble on deck. Winfield becomes the last chance saloon for the Bombers. He's 3 for 5. Lamp the stretch. The pitch to Winfield is an error check. Are you kidding me? Here we go. This is hit to Rodriguez at third, and he boots it. He throws it away. Scoring is Mumphrey. He races around third and comes home. Staying at first is Winfield. It's going to be an unearned run. We're at 12-7 Sox with Gamble coming to the plate. He's the last chance saloon. The stretch by Lamp and the delivery to Gamble is hit to right. Baines back. Under it. Makes the catch, and the ball game is over. Wowzers. That's one of the all-time games right there. All right. Let's give you the totals on this one. I'm going to put the totals like this. I hope you can read that. All right, so the White Sox, 12 runs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 base hits. And they committed 2 errors. The Yankees, 7 runs. They got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14 base hits. And they committed 2 errors. Yep. The winning pitcher is Dennis Lamp. The loss goes to Shane Raleigh. I don't know who the player of the game is. The player of the game is, I guess it's Vance Law for a 3-run home run that basically won it. But you could pick a lot of heroes. Baines hit a 3-run homer. Fisk kept him alive off the bench. A lot of heroes for the White Sox. All right, this project will continue. We got 2 games in. We're going to do 8. Their 8-game winning streak to start the season. I'm going to put the Pine Tar Baseball website in the description for this video. If you need more than this to take a look at Pine Tar, I don't know. I don't know what you need. And the link for channel membership is in the description for this video as well. For now, from the Bronx, your final. The Chicago White Sox 12, the New York Yankees 7 in 13 innings. Wow. Have a wonderful evening. So long, everybody.